Alright, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Invader 1992. I'm giving it 5 out of 5 stars. I love this flick. I got so excited watching it in the car yes, yesterday afternoon. It's got George Stover, the great George Stover. We're talking Alien Factor 2, Alien Rampage, Blood Massacre, Blood, Boobs, and Beast, Desperate Living, Night Beast. I don't know about you, but I'd say that's a pretty impressive resume for the one and only, the incredible George Stover. He was in this one for 5 minutes, sitting in a room with a bunch of government people. This is going to be the precursor to X-Files, the Z Great Goodness version, the highly recommended, very much like a Don Dohler movie, but it's directed by somebody else. Okay, so they started out with $50,000. They got halfway through the movie. They went to some movie producer convention or something, and the Canon producers agreed to tack on another $175,000. The bonus features on the disc were kind of confusing because the guy said the $50,000 ended. He seemed to be implying the blonde-haired dude actor that the $50,000 somehow ended with it when they're going down the elevator shaft to the giant robot. But that's like 90% of the movie right there. So did make sense to me. I don't know if Canon really spent $175,000 for the last 10 minutes of the movie or so. But in any case, it starts out with some army base. Okay, they're showing off this new weaponry, some kind of flying aircraft, and the thing goes haywire. It's infected by aliens, and it crashes right in front of everybody, the press and everybody. So there's this press guy. He works for some kind of National Enquirer magazine. He's the blonde hair guy that I was talking about. He's witnessing all this. He's taking pictures. He took a picture of the body that got fried up by an alien in the very beginning. And he starts tagging along with this Department of Defense guy. They call him Ralph Nader. He's like very critical of weapons programs, things like that. So he's sort of tagging along with this guy. And the aliens start taking over the base with mind control. They got the reanimator needles and the brainwash helmet. So they take control of this army general's brain. Hang on, let me check my my pot stickers real quick. I want to make sure they're not burning. Hold on. Alright, I just had to take them off the burner real quick. So, so they fly to the Pentagon. The special effects in this movie, by the way, are kind of a mixed bag. I mean, it looks like a Birdemic shock and terror special effects mixed together with some really cool stuff. And the explosions look like Birdemic special effects, but they're still pretty cool. A lot of explosions in this movie. No nudity, by the way, but plenty of potty mouth. I guess that's why it gets an R rating. Invader 1992. By the way, I posted a link to the VHS rip on YouTube if you want to check it out. I highly recommend it. And there's also the trailer. If you click the drop down on the description box, you'll see that link also. Yeah, it's rated R. 1 hour, 35 minutes. And non-stop action in this one. Great stuff. It's a lot like a Don Dohler movie. Those George Stover movies that I mentioned earlier. Most of them are Don Dohler. One is John Waters. And yeah, cool stuff. So they fly back to the Pentagon. Nobody believes them. But this army general sees some alien trying to put the brainwash helmet on the Department of Defense dude. Trying to inject him and stuff. So he starts to think that there's something funny going on in the army base. So they go back there. The reporter tags along. I don't know why they got him so involved. If they keep saying that they hate the press, but they allow him to do just about anything in this movie. It's kind of a plot hole there. So they go back, and the giant robot is like controlling people's minds. There's like weapons scattered all over the place, planes being destroyed, and the army general in charge of the base is now brainwashed. He's talking about blowing up China and Russia. So this is going to be a Red Scare movie, I guess. Sort of. In a way. It's got the Red Scare theme in it. Not that anybody really cared about Red Scare in 1992 after the fall of the Berlin Wall, the collapse of the Soviet Empire. But anyways, it's there. And there was an hour lag time in production between the original producers and the Canon producers. So yeah, there's this giant robot who's like going after these three guys: the Pentagon dude, the Department of Defense dude, and the press dude. National Enquirer. He quit his job there, and he thinks he can take pictures and tell a story that's bigger than Watergate with all this alien stuff going around. And some of the guys who are brainwashed by the aliens are wearing sunglasses. Yeah, it's a great movie. You got to check it out. When I saw George Stover, I knew it was going to be great right from the start, right off the bat, and it didn't let up. Even the canon part towards the end was was pretty decent ending. So they end up going to this waste yard of weapons. They find this missile launcher thing, and they just shoot it at the robot's head, and then everything starts going haywire and exploding and stuff. I don't want to spoil the ending, but I think I got far enough towards the end. The ending is kind of a surprise, a little bit of dark humor in this one. For instance, the press guys, when he sees all the weapons kind of scattered all over the place, he says government waste. But that was a pretty good pun, pretty good one-liner. Definitely appreciated that one. But anyways, I worked a little bit over 8 hours today. I got 2 really short routes in San Francisco. I'll complete them, each one like in 4 hours. Worked a little bit over 8 hours today, so not making as much money. I had it good for a while when I was going to San Jose, Woodside, putting in 6-7 hour shifts at a time. But now it's down to 4 hours. So I'm kind of bummed, but I did get my Aflac check. Aflac! So I can deposit that. I lost my sunglasses. I don't know what happened to them. So I had to go to Target and buy some new ones. I had to get my son some Sprite at Safeway. So I kind of used up the extra time tonight to deposit my $10 cash tip and to go to Target at Safeway, like I mentioned. So there's a young Filipino gal who started working at my primary job, the cable construction company, a couple weeks ago, and I just started talking to her in the hallway, and then ended up introducing her to people in the office, and she's super nice to me. She's kind of chubby, short, and 30 years younger than I am, and I'm definitely too chicken to ask her out on a date, so I'm hoping that she'll come on to me somehow if she's really that desperate. And her parents don't mind the age difference. People might say that she's an Anna Nicole Smith type individual, which nowadays might be a compliment, actually, around here. But anyways, I got that going on. This Hispanic lady that I was attracted to, it turns out that she smokes cigarettes and she's kind of crazy. Like, my coworker told me to stay away from her. So I think I'll give up on her. And then there's the Hispanic super chubby Hispanic checkout person at Safeway. I didn't see her on Tuesday. My son has streaming catechism mass at 10 a.m. tomorrow. So got to get him on the computer. I'm watching Sinbad and the Seven Seas. I can see why it has such a bad reputation. The dialogue is just beyond inane. I mean, Lou Ferrigno talking to cobra snakes, telling them that they got a bum rap during the Garden of Eden. What the heck is that about? I mean, the conversations these people are having in Sinbad and the Seven Seas from 1989, another canon flick. It's like it's written for a 2-year-old. And sure enough, it's a PG-13 movie, I think. Sinbad, the Seven Seas. It it's a pretty low 4.5 out of 10 on IMDb, but yeah, it's PG-13. It's written for a 2-year-old. I'm not getting into this movie. It's not one of those so bad that it's good type movies like Invader. So that's the end of my review. I'll watch the rest of Sinbad and the Seven Seas tomorrow. Then I got the Blood Fist sequels to watch. So that's on the agenda for tomorrow. I didn't get any Netflix. I didn't get Masters of the Universe like I thought I would. So that's it. Have a good night. Laters.